I'm any new province, and I just finished up the league with this deck. Is it kicker? We did get to pick up a Keldon Marauders with a Ninja of the Deep Hours and kill a Skred Delver opponent with a Bloodstone Goblin, so I can check that off my list. As always, you can kick your spells in whatever match you want by clicking on the timestamp in the description down below. Thanks so much for watching, and enjoy the league. I have a very bad win rate against Ultra Super Bob. I'll keep. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. So I need my second red source, and I'm not going to do anything this turn, so I think I'm going to run out of Evolving Wilds. We'll go get red mana. I probably want to play one of these Bloodstone Goblins, unless they're on something like interactive. It doesn't look like they're on anything interactive. I think they're on Boggles. So we'll run out Bloodstone Goblin. Or maybe Ultra Super Bob's on the jank, I don't know. Or maybe we should just leave up Spell Stutter. Yeah, I'm going to Spell Stutter on the end of their turn. They might, if it is Boggles and they try to play a Boggle here and I haven't left anything up for it, I'll feel kind of like a dummy. Oh, it's Slivers, okay. Good. So we'll play a Spell Stutter Sprite. Jilt is like okay against this deck, but it's so aggressive. It's like, I don't know. It's kind of a non-thing. So we'll attack with Spell Stutter Sprite. Get a Ninja down. Draw a card. We do have a bunch of burn too, like our burst lightnings and stuff can kill a lot of their slivers. And I'm just gonna play this mountain and kill this lord right now. We'll pass. Just in case they have a vines or like a pump spell or something. I know they're gonna get to resolve another thing here. Maybe I should have burned them. Oh, they're just gonna Journey Ninja, okay. Another land. There's Fairy Miscreant. That was a really good draw. So we'll play Fairy Miscreant. And, maybe not. Well, I guess it lets us counter a 2-drop, or it lets us counter whatever they are going to play next turn. So we'll play Fairy Miscreant, and it should allow us to Spell Stutter, like, what their next thing or whatever, and then we'll start getting down threats and try to win the game like that. Yeah, I guess that kind of sucks. I guess I will Spell Stutter that. Considering we do have... like, attacking in the air is part of our strategy. So, okay. They get a Lord. And we'll go to combat. Attack for 2. Play Bloodstone Goblin. Play Bloodstone Goblin. And pass. Sure, weird noise. Just a sec. Just random assorted things falling over, I guess. Alright, so our opponent's slivers are still only 2/2s. Not a big deal. I will double block, unless this is another lord. Okay, so they're gonna get in. Can't imagine what this might be, but I am going to block. I think just getting in the way of this, and if we can double block another lord next turn, we should be okay. They might have mutagenic growth. No. Okay. We just find a land. Come on. Hey, what's up, Shroud Igarashi? I think I'll leave back Miscreant here. If they find another lord, we'll be able to still block their predatory sliver, and this way we can block both of these, and when this dies, this will have 1 damage assigned to it. Opponent being very thankful about our non-ninja. I feel like I'm being pretty cheaty about the lands in this deck, too. Nice! What are you playing tonight? Alright, so they're gonna O-ring our 2/2. Sure. Slivers with Oblivion Ring. This is definitely on the Scoville scale. Playing around a Spell Stutter pretty good, so we're not gonna block because it does make Spell Stutter better later. Is there a green ninja? What if they had like a green ninja there or something? So we really gotta start drawing some more interaction. Really just anything. Like, the flood has been a little real, but... Alright, well, Bloodstone Goblin isn't exactly what we were looking for, but it is a card. We're not going to play a land here because it's kind of irrelevant. We'll make the same attack. Spell Stutter Sprite gets in, and this kind of shuts down their attacks for next turn. Unless they have a pump spell, of course. We're at 15. We're going to hold this. We're going to bluff a counter of some sort. So maybe I should have tapped all red. Opponent finds a land. Will they attack? They will attack. Okay, well, we'll trade. The less slivers, the better. IMO. So if we're trading with a pump spell here, that kind of sucks. But it is what it is. They lose a pump spell. So be it. And I think if that was a pump spell, they would have played it there. This is the turn. We find Spell Stutter, so we'll go to combat. And probably swing with both, considering we're on the better side of the race here, and we can counter whatever sliver they do try to play. Should be okay. So we'll do that. Maybe they have a cycling land or something, but I assume they would have used it. I don't know what they're holding. They're probably just holding onto a land as well. All right, well, we will counter that. Any slivers are bad slivers. And our opponent's going to get in for 2. Yep, we got a ton of burn in our deck. A Bushwhacker would be kind of crazy here. Just land deck. Like, bud. Why you gotta be like this? Why you gotta be so rude? I just want to win this game, deck. Like, stop shipping me lands. We're doing pretty well. Like, I guess, considering we're both flooding out pretty good. And now Jilt would be pretty nice here. Because we could, like, Jilt the Lord, kill this. Or Jilt this, kill the Lord. Bushwhacker. Okay. So Bushwhacker represents 6 damage in the air. And then... Yeah, we're not going to attack with it on the ground, but we are going to kick it. So we'll kick a Bushwhacker. Fairy's like getting pumped by Bushwhackers too. With the jank smokescreen. Very clever. There's no screds in here. What's up, Kirk? Get in with those fairies. Put our opponent to 4. And we do have a blocker next turn if our opponent has some way to threaten lethal. And we've got a lot of 4-mana burn spells in our deck. See what they found. Journey. Okay. Sure. Probably a flyer? It's a lot of removal for a Slivers deck. Yep. Sure. One will get in. We won't block. Yep. I think they're aware that they're probably dead to whatever burn we have anyway. I'm kind of wondering if they're running any kind of like, oh yeah, here it comes, about to beat Slivers with O-Ring 2 Journeys in the main. And we'll go to end step. Bolt you. Game. We drew a lot of lands that game too. Spell Stutters came through in the clutch, but I gotta tell you, I wasn't exactly confident. Okay, so I don't really see how we want to sideboard here. Maybe we could like bring a curfew or 2 in or something. But I don't really know. What do you guys think? Bring in a curfew or 2? I don't know what's bad here. Like, we have a ton of removal and we have counter magic. The bounce spells to kind of blow them out. I feel like we should be pretty good against Slivers as long as we draw okay. Turn 2 Ninja, obviously a pretty good pretty good way to start the night. So our opponent's on a hyper aggressive deck. Yeah, I don't think so either. Our opponent's on a hyper aggressive deck on the play. So that's dangerous. I am gonna fetch turn 1 because we can't get fairy down. Ship it. Yeah, I think so. There's a bolt. Okay, so we'll play this. We'll go get our red mana. If we have to bolt something, if they play a Lord, I'll bolt it. And then Boiler works. Sure. That's kind of like a Lord. Okay. Electrickery would have been pretty sweet here, but we're probably, yeah, we want to get rid of a lot of this stuff, considering how many X ones I have here. But we'll at least get to take our draw for turn. Island. Our 2/2s don't do anything with these on board. Neither do our 1/1s. So this is kind of awkward. I think I play up Fairy Miscreant and leave up Bolt here. Or actually, I guess we can get aggressive too. They're only attacking for 3 a turn. So I'm going to play a Bloodstone Goblin. And then next turn we can play another one, Karoo it back. Flanking doesn't work on defense, so I think we're going to turn the aggression up. Maybe this bolt's actually going to be a burn spell. Opponent found the green mana to pump the team. Oh, I guess not. Just Vigilance, which I mean is pretty good. Would have liked to kill that, and I probably will, actually. Keldon Marauders. This deck is so weird. Yep, so we're going to bolt this. Play Fairy Miscreant, Karoo the island, and we will pass the turn. So our blockers still don't really do anything. Like, we are going to have to take 3 here. Keldon Marauders, however. Yeah. Alright, 3 people, one thought process. Everybody get in here. Get in here. Alright, they're gonna Journey our 2/2. I don't really know if you want to be playing that many Journey to Nowheres in your Slivers deck. But then again, they're probably gonna beat us. They're probably they're worried maybe about Ninja. Keldon Marauders getting picked up by a Ninja of the Deep Hours is such a beating. Alright, and our opponent plays a tap land. They are now Hellbent. Oh my god. So why does flanking stack? Why is that a thing that exists? So I'm gonna play a land. Play Keldon Marauders. We're just gonna play out our hand here. Play Bloodstone Goblin. And pass the turn. So they get -2/-2. Isn't that just lovely? Now if we draw a Bushwhacker next turn, that's pretty big game. Gonna take 3 here. We could just draw a bunch of removal. Like, there's, oh my god, deck! Why, dude? That was kind of a tilt attack. Swirly boy? What's up, Wallsmark? No Swirling Sandstorm. I'm kind of thinking about it. I might bring Electrickery in next match. I didn't really think things would... Everything is boy. Yes. But in the interest of still being proactive against the patriarchy, we'll figure something out about that. Maybe not everything is boy. I feel like our opponent's leaving up a Tangle. I really don't know. I feel like we'd be in really good shape if it wasn't for the floods. There's a Burst Lightning. I mean, even with double flanking, it's still pretty bad. We Burst Lightning them. We put them down to... So 4 and 4 is 8. We put them down to 3, so they're dead to our attack. That actually seems pretty decent. So that's what I'm going to do. We will simply... Burst Lightning you. Down to 7. We'll play a fetch land. Go to combat. Electrickery would be bad here, I guess. Combined with our other removal spells, it might be okay. But, oh, can our opponent kill us here? Pump spell? Do you win? Could be it. We're at 1. So we'll see. They might have like a fog or something. We might draw Bolt. Preordain. That's why Preordain's in this deck. We will bottom Ninja, top Bushwhacker, kick Bushwhacker. Come on, no fog, one time. What's up, Hurricane Clinton? So there it is, guys. That's Is It Kicker for you. Ultra Super Bob. We took one off him. All right, sweet. So go get our red mana. Leave up Spell Stutter Sprite, Bloodstone Goblin, Keldon Marauders, maybe Blink of an Eye or Keldon Marauders. Yeah, seems good. Ah, dang it. Well, this is what we get, guys. This is what we get for beating elves so bad last night. And also the Maverick Girl did a fantastic finish with them recently. So I can't imagine we don't have her to thank for it. But it's okay. Yeah, here comes the elf vengeance. Good thing I have electricaries. And a lot of spot removal, like in Blink of an Eye and stuff. Like bounce spells are pretty good against them. I think we should be okay. We can leave up Spell Stutter next turn. Get down a ninja early. Fairy Miscreant, huh? Guys, have you ever picked up a Goblin Bushwhacker with a Ninja of the Deep Hours? It's a pretty heckin' good time. What 1-mana elves do I even care about, though? Like, none of them. They have the 1-mana elves I care about. I mean, they could only have 1-mana elves. Quirion Ranger. Yep. Good thing you were on Pestilence. Oh, yeah. I guess we could, like, Blink of an Eye it as well. And then counter it on the way back down. But it'd be nice to get this ninja down at some point. It'd be nice to play all of these spells in some kind of curving out type sequence. But I think for now, we're going to leave up Blink of an Eye and Spell Stutter Sprite. There's a question about whether I even want to, like, Blink of an Eye Elvish Mystic and put them off Lizalana. But I can just Blink of an Eye into Lizalana, and it's not a big deal. Ah, yes, a Lizalana Huntmaster, you say. So I am going to Blink of an Eye that right now, especially because I have priority. And let them attack with their Birchlore Rangers. So I'm glad I know they have that. Kind of upset that I haven't found an answer to it. But I guess we'll play out Keldon Marauders and kind of hope... Yeah, we'll play out Keldon Marauders, and that way we can attack with it next turn, pick it up with Ninja, and start clocking our opponent. Hopefully find a 1-mana burn spell or something to kill the Lizalana with. I'm gonna Lizalana again. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, they're just gonna lead the Stampede instead. Here comes the draw 5s. Oh, no, but they did find Nettle Sentinel, which is disproportionately good on this board. No, it doesn't feel like giving us lands anymore. That's why there's preordains. So you don't have to care about hitting land drops that bad. Yep. Not gonna tap the Nettle Sentinel. Sure. Uh-huh. Oh man, I hope they tap out and let us get in with his Keldon Marauders. That'd be rad. Nah, they're not. Bummer. You're gonna get a dorky elf in front of it? I think they're just gonna take 3, which is good news for us. But we're really not doing anything productive against their board. However, you guys get to see my favorite tech. So we ping our opponent with the Keldon Marauders trigger. Oh no, certainly not. We will never be on D. And I think I'll run out Bushwhacker. I guess I could play Fairy Miscreant into Bushwhacker next turn, which isn't super bad. But I could also pick up the Bushwhacker with a Ninja. I love this deck. Heckin' hackers. Yeah, we got them. I think I'll play Bushwhacker. Our opponent's probably going to do whatever they can with their Lizalana here. And we might not get an opportunity to like do anything interesting with it. And we could always try to pick it up with a Ninja later. And if not, they put one of their dumb elves in front of it and it dies. Yep. Opponent taps a Jillian mana. As would be expected. Does this lead the Stampede? Nah, Priest of Titania, still pretty good for them. It's gonna be... It's gonna be touch and go, guys. We'll begin F6ing liberally. Oh! Oh! You don't say! Oh, we're making elves look good right now. Why is it the deck that's supposed to like draw the whole worst all the time, like doesn't draw the worst all the time? Stampede status lead. Truly. We find a fetch land. I feel like that's probably just gonna be it. Like, I'm not gonna scoop. I know how you guys feel about that, but yeah. This is pretty. Well, I guess I have no cards in hand. We could just play a couple of good blockers. And I think that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna play a land. I really wish I could just leave up Spell Stutter Sprite this turn. Like, I guess I can. I can play Fairy Miscreant and Bloodstone Goblin and hope they don't, like, go off or something. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll play Miscreant. I'll play Bloodstone Goblin. It's getting less likely that we're going to get in with this Bushwhacker to pick it up with Ninja, unfortunately, but... We're not dead yet, gang. We're still at 15. Our opponent isn't even over 100 life yet. Okay, Vanguard, that's not a big deal. We've got a lot of bounce magic, and they're currently out of elves to play. So now they have to decide whether they want to start suiciding their board into us or not. They do exactly that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So we can block enough here. And I believe we will. So we'll go to blocks. Block like this. Block like this. Or maybe even like double block the Lizalana. And block like this. And are we dead? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4. So that's 11 damage. So we can go to 4 here. Then our opponent doesn't have like a very impressive board at all. So I think that's precisely what I'm going to do. I guess it's a pretty good Wrath for them. They still get to keep their Priest of Titania and stuff. But we never scoop until your clock takes 50 more turns. And then I still play it out. Like, I'm not going to... Who do you think I am? So I'm going to get some more blue mana here. I think it's reasonable to think we might need more blue mana than we have. And we will. I don't think there's anything reasonable to leave up Fairy for, so I'll play Bloodstone Goblin. I'll play... We're dead. Nah, no, we're dead. What's up, Will? Good to see you. How you doing? Glad to have you, man. Glad to have you. Only 2 Electrickeries feels a little bad, but I feel like we were supposed to be good against them anyway. Like, we have a bunch of spot removal, so we're probably not going to 2-for-1 them that often with Burst Lightnings, and I could probably take out like Blink of an Eye, and Blink of an Eye is pretty okay too, though. It's not as good as Jilt. It's also not as good at all as Electrickery. So I'll take out a Blink of an Eye for an Electrickery, and I'll probably take out like 1 Bushwhacker for another Electrickery. Wish there was Kicker on Electrickery, imagine. And yeah, let's see if we can't use all of our removal to kill elves. I feel like we should have a decent matchup. I feel like it shouldn't be an auto scoop or anything. I think we should be like Dece to Dece minus. Ooh, nice. What's a down under breakfast look like? So if I was to think of like a quintessential Canadian breakfast, we'd have like pancakes, eggs, bacon, obviously maple syrup, and margarine or something that the dairy lobby wants us to have. Because that's the only Canadian conspiracy theory that I subscribe to is the dairy lobby. Yeah, I'll keep Spell Stutter. I'm not going to run out Bushwhacker on turn 1, though I'd like to. So I'll keep, and I'll go fetch my second red mana. What's up, Liz4 Drew? Welcome, man. Good to see you again. Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot. Yeah. We had Canadian bacon, which like we call pea meal bacon here, but I'm pretty sure some people still call it Canadian bacon. So it will forever be known as Canadian bacon. Pass the turn. Ooh, there's a burst lightning. Well, I'm gonna pretend that they don't have another land in hand here. I guess that makes burst lightning worse. So I'm gonna play a land untapped, and then if they do play a 1-mana elf, we can spell stutter sprite it, and if they play something that's bigger, we can burst lightning it. What, the dairy lobby? Oh, it's very real. The dairy lobby is a thing that exists. So we'll kill this with that. Pass the turn back. There is just a bushwhacker, so we'll run out Evolving Wilds with the plan of potentially spell stuttering something, and then we will go Marauder Bushwhacker next turn. And I don't know if they'll play a 1-drop out here. Ooh, they did. Nice. Okay, so we'll sprite the longbow. 1 mana left for our opponent. And it's an Elvish Mystic. All right. Well, opponent, you are not going to like what our next turn looks like. So we need 3 Hunkin red mana for this. Ooh, there's another Burst Lightning. We'll play a land. Play Keldone Marauders. Ping you. And whack some bushes. So I imagine they get in front of the Keldon Marauders here, which is actually like fine with me. They don't get in front of anything. Okay. I can absolutely live with that. Opponent's at 11. And 3 mana for Timberwatch. Lead the Stampede. Spider Silk Armor, yeah, whatever. Opponent, you're very close to just being dead. There's a Jilt too. Oh man. Oh, do I ever want to just like pick this up, kill this, and pass? But I think the correct play here is to just whack the bushes. Can we just kill them? Hold on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh yeah, they're just dead. This doesn't even matter. I'm just doing math that doesn't matter. Get whacked. Feels good, man. All right, so that went pretty well. Yeah, I'm not running hard counter anyway. Like, I guess I don't know what they'd be playing around. It costs 2 and a green, so they'd have to have us on like negate or something, or like annul. But little do they know, math is for blockers. So if they're going to be on Spider Silk Armor, I am going to bring back in Blink of an Eye, and I don't really know what I want to take out. I took out a Bushwhacker too. That's pretty nuts. I guess we were on the play. Like, I could even take out another Bushwhacker here. On the draw, I probably don't want to take out Fairy Miscreant because I feel like it's better on the draw. I might take out a Bloodstone Goblin, but I feel like we need all of our threats too. I think on the draw, I might take out another Bushwhacker. If they would have had an extra turn, they might have amassed some kind of board that I could attack through it. Or I don't know. Maybe I'll just take out 1 Jilt. The game might not go long enough, and their board might be too big where it's actually like a crazy blowout. So we'll keep the 3rd Bushwhacker. I do feel like this is pretty good though. Prediction cards? What do you mean? Prediction cards? All right, our opponent has thoroughly had enough of our nonsense. They're playing quite fast. C is for cookie. I feel like we played against these people also before. Oh yeah, gotta play Preordain. The thing about, and you know, it's just me. Like, that's my fault playing Preordain. This hand would be rad if it had more lands, but I don't think we can keep this. Our opponent gets 7. This isn't too bad. On the draw, it's not great. That'll make it better. All right, opponent, turn 1. Findorn Elves. Yep, we draw Ninja. Play a Terramorphic Expanse. Pass the turn. Picking up Marauders with Ninjas, gang. Oh, dang it, I would have liked to counter that. Go get our red mana. I'm just going to have 6 here. Yep. Here come all the 1-drops, so I can't counter them next turn. Oh, there's a Spider Silk Armor. Okay. That doesn't really matter. There's Jilt. That'll be good later. So, I guess it could be like a tempo play. Or maybe I just run out Keldon Marauders and plan on picking it up with Ninja next turn. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. I think this is the only 1-drop that I care about, and they only need approximately one of them to do anything, so... Yep. Yep. And there's Timberwatch. So Timberwatch plus Quirion Rangers, pretty obviously a very, very scary thing. There's Bushwhacker. All right, so what I'm going to do is, like, it's not good for us. If they block, it's all right. I'm going to go down Jilt if they don't block to pick up our Marauders with the Ninja here. And he'll get in, get us a new card. Hopefully we find a removal spell for this Timberwatch. No. All right, that's pretty bad. So they're going to be able to attack for like 10 next turn or something like that. But anyway, it is what it is. We could have just jilted this, but I'm kind of waiting. Like if we draw a land. Oh, your internet. Oh, blink of an eye. Yeah. We're going to kind of need to blink this and Electricity them in the same turn, I think, to win. Which is pretty awkward. Oh, great. Another Quirion Ranger. So they can do this nonsense a couple times now. Yeah, that's good. Is that just 20? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 15 they're attacking for now. Or 16. Yep. Yep. I understand. Oh, okay. Can they just use Quirion Ranger multiple times? Yes, they can. Well, that's a big old derpy elf boy. That's elves. All right. Let's see what our opponent's on. Our hand looks really good. Mono black. Okay. There's a suicide black, maybe? Hobos? What? Who, me? I have a home. I am gonna go get out. I guess I don't really need to because I feel like I'm gonna be playing Keldon Marauder next turn. I'm not really in any hurry to play out this Fairy Miscreant, but then I will want Jilt online eventually. I think this is a decent enough opportunity to fetch. Yeah, exactly. Against elves. And I beat Slivers, which is also like in the upper tier of decks. Is this land destruction? Come on. Opponent. We want to have some fun today. Working 9 to... Oh, why is it stuck in my head? And you know what, Necromon? Like, I don't think... Yeah, I don't even think Delver is like the best card in Delver. Yeah. Yeah, I honestly do think it's the worst card in the deck as well. Maybe Fairy Miscreant's worse, but not even. Like this replaces itself for 1 mana. Like when you string together Fairy Miscreants off the top of your deck while you're digging for something, it just feels crazy powerful. Like it feels so strong. So if our opponent's on mono removal, then I'm pretty okay giving them a removal target. And I'm also pretty okay, like, if they play a creature next turn or something and don't remove this, then we can hold up our Jilt. Ah, here comes the Doomblade. Oh, Guess Verdict. Okay, so maybe this is land destruction. And our opponent's not going to let us Jilt, unfortunately. I guess Chittering Rats or something would suck here. There is Bloodstone Goblin, so let's run out the Miscreant first. And then I hope our opponent just plays a random 2/2 next turn and we get to jilt it with Kicker, like pick up our Miscreant or something. Yeah. So Delver is really good. I guess it's the least consistent. It is definitely hyperbole to say that it's the worst. That's probably untrue. Well, our opponent's got the Disfigure. They're doing it. Don't want their edicts to get eaten by our Spell Stutter Sprite. So all of our stuff works at instant speed now. Just for mana efficiency, I might just run these bolts at their face at the end of their next turn. I don't know, maybe they're on like a mono black rock type of list or something. But I feel like it's mono black control, and I think we're gonna have to get under them real quick. Then again, I wouldn't mind them braining themselves for a bunch with like Sign in Bloods and stuff, looking for a land before they understand that we are trying to burn them out. Then needs legs via a card like Delver. Miscreant only has a Homo Spell Stutter. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Spell Stutter and Miscreant, they gotta go together. Our opponent took care of our graveyard. I don't know if it's time to bolt yet. I think I'm going to, because it might be time to like jilt with Kicker. So I think I am going to bolt here. And they're pretty close to being just dead to random like Burst Lightnings and stuff. And Bushwhackers. Speaking of random cards with high upside. What do you got, opponent? You're going to take 4 off of this. And we got a Burst Lightning in hand. So you better hustle up. We could just win. Like if they play like a random creature next turn. What's this going to be? Gets Verdict. I think I'd rather pick up Bushwhacker than Miscreant. Okay, they're going to Echoing Decay the Miscreant. So I'm glad they left the Bushwhacker for us. All right, let's see what our opponent does with 3 mana, perhaps 4. Disfigure our Goblin Bushwhacker. I don't even mind jilting this in response to a removal spell, because they're not playing any creatures. Kumbaj Witches. All right, well, that's a pretty good bounce target. Sure. I think I'm just going to jilt that now. They do have a lot of random 2/2s. But we can't just deal 2 to it and kill it. So we're going to get this off the battlefield. It's pretty good against us. We'd like to do just about everything we can to enable some kind of like busted win here. Speaking of which, so we'll go to combat. We'll attack with Bushwhacker. Put them down to 8. And we have them at a virtual 1 here. So if their next turn is to just play Kumbaj Witches and not remove Bushwhacker, we could just win. We gotta find a land to do that too, I guess. Sure. Yep. This is kind of tough. 1, 2, 3. So we can deal 7 with these 2 cards if we can kick this. But Kumbaj Witches is very good against our deck. Like, very good. But I guess if we are killing this, like, we can't do both of these things next turn. It probably doesn't matter if we don't. So I'm going to take a draw. Oh my god. Land. Okay, let's find a land and win. And hope they don't have a Gary, I guess. I will kill this in response to a Gary. Just the less drain, the better, I guess. Our opponent being pretty cautious about their life total. Oh, you guys are getting heated. Oh, is this like a Kiba game? Okay. I can't decide. Oh, should I just... Is this... So for... Oh, I hate that that's Okiba Gang Shinobi. Oh my goodness. So what do I hit it with? Do I hit it with Burst Lightning? And hold the Lightning Bolt? We may never draw another land. So let's play with the most consistent route here. Do that. And same idea. Oh, okay. Are they just dead now? They're just dead now. 3. Push you to 2. Kill you. All right, we took one off mono black. So they know we're on like kind of a burn plan now. I imagine they're going to bring in like cartouches and things like that. We'll want to bring in Stormbound Geists. We'll want to bring in Relic. We didn't see Chainer's Edict, so relics probably aren't that good. And a lot of their spells that we do want to counter cost like 2 and 3. And we can counter a lot of their spells with like Jilt and Blink of an Eye. So I think I might go down Fairy Miscreants, because random X ones just aren't going to get us there in this matchup. Catching an L. So yeah, so I think that's gonna be the sideboard for now. Glad to take a win off of mono black control. If we can take a win in all of these matches, then I've done my job. What else is just another, like, I guess Bushwhacker, but Bushwhacker probably gets a little bit worse, but I think we are the beatdown. I think we are thoroughly the beatdown. This is not Is a Delver. The only, so, all right, so just look at this deck, right? Like these cards, yes. Delver decks do play them. So the fairy package, I guess we have like 15 cards in our main deck that kind of look like it. But at the same time, like the rest of this deck is spicy. Yeah. Yeah, I won a game against Slivers. I won a match against Slivers with a goblin in play. I killed them in game 3 with a goblin. Like, it's good. We have. Okay, it might not be good. Okay, you got that. You got me there. It might definitively not be good, but I kind of like it. So I'm gonna keep this. We can run up Fairy Miscreant as kind of Edict bait. Ooh, there's a Spell Stutter. So the plot is thickening. Nice, congrats on your run. I recently started walking to work, which isn't even like a thing that takes very long, but I did start doing that, and it feels really good. All right, so yeah, so I'm gonna run out Keldon Marauders. So that if they do play a random 2/2 to get in the way of it, we can just like do something, and we can also leave a Spell Stutter Sprite next turn when we fetch. Chainer's Edict. It's like mono Edict, mono black. There's a Jilt. Okay, so we'll just play out our fetch land and pass the turn. Or maybe we shouldn't pass. No, I think we should preordain. Because I can't imagine what 1 mana spell they could have here that I'd actually care about. I kind of want both of these. I'll take untap land. And I guess whatever. We're gonna shuffle anyway, so it doesn't actually matter, but I don't necessarily want it, but we'll go get blue mana because we have 2 Spell Starter Sprites and a Jilt in hand. Oh, there's another blue mana. All right, pass the turn. See what our opponent wants to do. It's something. There's a Chittering Rats. Okay. Yep. And we'll just put Island on top. So yeah, so we can't awkwardly we can't Jilt the the rats properly, but we will run out Spell Stutter Sprite here so that we can kick a Jilt into it. Draw for turn, find some more mana. So we'll go to combat, attack. And then no blocks from our opponent. And then we'll cast Jilt with Kicker. Or well, they might play like a removal spell on the Spell Stutter, so let's leave it back. Let's leave it back and see if they try to remove it. Oh yeah, you gotta play your Disfigures. It's just that's a fact of life right there. I think there's a pretty decent chance we could get Hellbent next turn. So I think what we're gonna do is cast this with Kicker. We will return their Chittering Rats, kill their Phyrexian Rager. And it's our turn. Our opponent still has 7 cards in hand. Ah, dang it. Is it Boiler Works? We might have just frigged up, gang. I guess if they want to spend the rest of their lives casting Chittering Rats, it's not the end of the world. So we'll Burst Lightning them, just get that expensive card out of our hand. Boiler Works back, an island, and pass. So they're gonna get to Chittering Rats us with the island. They got us. We've been bamboozled. Yep. But we still have Spell Stutter Sprite on board, Spell Stutter Sprite in hand. So that's not the worst thing. And we're pretty far ahead on damage. And if there's oncoming Chittering Rats, I'm gonna get Hellbent here. And yeah, so now Chittering Rats doesn't do anything to us. Our opponent's stuck on 3 lands. Draw another Spell Stutter that can counter the rest of their 3 drops. Pretty good. And yeah, we got a pretty decent clock going. Our opponent's at 8. And we have burn spells. Yeah, Spell Stutter Sprite is a pretty good removal spell. Just like this. Removal. Our opponent is they're unfortunately like digging for lands really hard. Ooh, another Burst Lightning. Okay, so we'll attack. And Burst Lightning is lethal next turn, and they can't cast a Gary, so I think we win. Unless they can kill all of our Spell Stutters, which would really suck if they have like a Crypt Rats X1 or something. Oh, if they have Crypt Rats X1, we just win. So it's got to be like Shrivel. It's got to be a Shrivel or Echoing Decay, which we did see out of their main board last time. So it's definitely conceivable that they have Echoing Decay here. Which could be pretty awkward for us. I gotta wonder what they're thinking about. If they have Echoing Decay. Oh, okay. Crypt Rats X1? Good. I believe that means GG. You could definitely Shrivel a fairy. Yeah, Shrivel will be bad here. Shrivel would also put us at dead. But I think we win like this. I don't know how they could use 1 black mana to have us not win. I know that there's like a 1 black mana fog or something, but I'm pretty sure it was never printed on Moto at common. So I think we got him, gang. Now what's this? Crypt Rats? Should I make them kill themselves with their own Crypt Rats trigger? Am I that savage? Okay, guys, let's get this straight. If I Burst Lightning them in response to this Crypt Rat trigger, will they Crypt Rats themselves to death? Well, I'm not gonna not do it anyway, so I'm gonna do it. And that's game. And match. All right, we're against Sella. Yep. Yep, Miscreant, Preordain, Goblin Bushwhacker. Yeah, that seems about right. We'll keep. So we're gonna go turn 1, Fairy Miscreant. Turn 2, Preordain, Boilerworks. Turn 3, maybe another Fairy and a Goblin Bushwhacker. Yeah. Oh man, come on. This is probably Stompy actually. And we're not super bad against Stompy. So let's see if we find an instant speed removal spell, we might want to play an untap land. Ooh, Jilt. I'll put Jilt on top. Island on bottom. Definitely don't want that. Play Boilerworks. Pick up Island. Go to combat. Swing with the Miscreant. We're about to show our opponent just who the beatdown is. Our opponent's going to get in for 2. If they play 2 Skargan Pit Skulks here, might not be the best case scenario for us. Or even like just a blocker. For a Bushwhacker turn. Just Ledgewalker, okay. That isn't great news. We don't have tons of ways to deal with that. We'll just leave Fairy Miscreant back, I guess. Oh, Dak! Come on, man! Why you gotta be so rude? I think we're still gonna Bushwhacker here. Degenerate, Game Geek, it's going pretty okay. We're 2-1. Playing against Mono Green Stompy. I think Jilt's pretty okay against this deck. We're about to get it online with Kicker next turn. They are gonna block the Bushwhacker, okay. Imagine this is going to be introduced to an Elephant Guide. Some sort. I don't really know what's going on here, though, honestly. If they're not going to boggle this up, yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to find a blink of an eye. Deck, dude. Like, we talked about this. Frig. So, I don't know. Maybe our opponent will play a creature pre-combat or something. We can Jilt it. Oh, did I sing? Did I sing Chocolate Rain? I don't think we're blocking this next turn. We might want to do something with Jilt on the following turn, pre-combat. But, oh my goodness. This is... I can't believe the flood. I scryed a land to the bottom! Now, I get unlucky sometimes, gang. But I seldomly get that. I mean, Stompy, 4 lands. Not really what they're hoping for either, but... We can only fog our opponent's Solana Ledgewalkers with Jilt for so long. And I don't really foresee a way that... that's awkward. Yeah, pretty bad against Jilt. Okay, Keldon Marauders. Well, that gives us something good to pick up with Jilts. Yeah, I guess we're just taking 4 off of this Solana Ledgewalker again. Playing another Boilerworks. Good thing to have these when you're cheating on mana, because it helps you hit your land drops. Dang it, Bobby. So I'll block this because it puts us within kind of like a... It puts us at a very precarious life total. As in they can kick a vines and kill us. Like that kind of life total. So yeah, we have difficulty dealing with hexproof creatures, it's true. Opponent's gonna get in, we gotta block. They're gonna regenerate. We'll all laugh. Or they'll kick a vines. Yep. Do you have an additional Vines of the Vastwood? Well, gang, sometimes you draw a jillion lands. Okay, quick matches tonight. So we'll bring in some curfews. Electrickery, I don't know. I don't think I think Electrickery is actually kind of a trap against this deck. So we'll bring in our curfews. We will take out probably Bloodstone Goblin. I actually don't think Bloodstone Goblin's that good in this matchup. Probably better than Bushwhacker though. Like, we're not getting very aggressive, but imagine picking up a Bushwhacker with a curfew and winning with it. Ugh. So I'm gonna keep one of these Bushwhackers. Jilt is obviously pretty good. Yeah, so Electricity is kind of a trap here, right? Cat Party, you're gonna get your wish. I'm gonna take out one of these Bloodstone Goblins. We are still running 3, but they're a lot more aggressive. And yeah, just more problematic in this matchup. So maybe that's it. Maybe we'll lose against green decks. We did kill elves once. Love to play first. That's a lot of lands. It's got a Jilt. Oh, Jilt is good against them. I hate that I want to keep this. I don't think I can. I think it's just too slow. I think I'm gonna keep. You can't just draw a million. You can't draw a million lands every game, can you? Especially not if you're evolving wildsing them away. We can also counter a Rancor with this Jilt after they play a creature. So sure. Little did you know, opponent, we don't care for your scattershot archer types around here. They're pretty clearly going to fire this off straight away while we wait around for this Jilt to get online. And another creature. Burning Tree. Here comes the stomps, guys. Yep. Feeling pretty silly with this Bloodstone Goblin right now. Alright, our turn. We draw a Miscreant. Play a fetch land. Go to combat. I think this is what's going to draw out the tapping. I'm going to attack with this. I don't think they're going to trade it off with a 2/2. Like, I really don't. Okay, I guess they are. Sure. So this is kind of a weird area to be in, but I think we just got to take our beats here. It really sucks that they double blocked. I didn't think they were going to. Yep. Getting daggers by my own plays. So I'm not going to run out this this Fairy Miscreant. We'll stay on the counter Rancor plan. The less creatures they have, the better. Just unequivocally. And Pit Skulk, pretty good card. If we draw untap land, like, it's not the end of the world, because we can, like, bounce this, kill this, or something like that, but that's a decent enough blocker. Let's run it out. So we'll play Keldon Marauders, ping our opponent, play Evolving Wilds, pass the turn. The play here too, like, on our, so if we do get the opportunity to block, I imagine they're going to give it to us here. They're not. Okay, so we will swing with it. That's definitely a thing that's going to happen. I think we're almost undoubtedly kicking a Jilt here. So we'll see how they want to try to interact with us. So go to combat, attack with Keldon Marauders. See what they do. No blocks. Okay. And we'll pass the turn. I got a feeling they're going to use, like, they're going to try to Rancor up this Pit Skulk or something. But they could just be holding on to, you know, pretty much anything. So we'll see what happens. It could be vines or something here too. There's another Pit Skulk, sure. All right, so we're going to Jilt with Kicker. Turn Marauders. Deal 2 to Scattershot Archer. So we can get our Miscreant down. But I feel like if they left up 3 mana here, like I don't know what they could have. I think they knew this was coming. I think with that much mana up. Oh, Moto crashed. Good. Good. Are you guys still there? I didn't lose you, did I? Yeah, that was weird. Okay. I don't know. Hopefully we can get back in, I guess. Okay. Looks like it wasn't one of those nights where Moto just stops existing. So at least we got that going for us. Moto crash is the worst possible outcome of our decision there. Moto just died. Yeah. Yep. I guess it doesn't understand what Jilt does. It's like that's not something you're allowed to do with the Keldon Marauders. All right, so we're good. I can't believe that's the first time that's happened on stream. I feel like that actually happens quite a bit to me. Ooh, Curfew, okay. So we'll play land, play Fairy Miscreant. Come on, Moto, don't do this. Curfew is really interesting. So we'll ping you. That you can't get blood from a stone. Try telling a goblin that, Moto. I don't really know what could possibly be coming here. River Boa, okay. No big. NBD. We do have flyers and a Keldon Marauders. One hulking Keldon Marauders. No! Stop playing those. This is silly. Alright, so opponent, we've got him locked out. For the time being. Time to switch to Arena. Yeah, this is planned all along. I'm gonna get blue mana. We could perceivably be choked on it here. Preordain. Here comes the choking on blue mana thing that I mentioned. Bolt to the top. Evolving Wilds to the bottom. And I don't really see any reason to do anything besides attack with Fairy Miscreant here. I guess I'm supposed to kill this Scattershot Archer with his bolt. Kind of sucks. Or try anyway. I feel like our opponent might have other ideas. Although they didn't, they just let the first one die. Maybe because they had another one. And they're at 12. What's this now? Any like pump spell for these guys, like any big pump spell is pretty scary. Attack step. Gets in with River Boa. Sure. The Island Walker succeeds. Now hopefully we just draw a bunch of interactive spells here. So we'll cast Curfew, pick up our Keldon Marauders. See what our opponent wants to pick up. A little bit of tempo loss here. Not super significant, but... We're going to pick up the Nettle Sentinel. We'll pick up Keldon Marauders. Ping you. Jilts are pretty live here. Which way? Oh, Dak! Bud. We talked about this. Ping you with Keldon Marauders. Pick up an island. Go to combat. Attack with Fairy Miscreant. They're at 9. Closer and closer to burn range. Nettle Sentinel, 2 unknowns in hand. I don't know what they could be waiting on. Maybe they think we have counter magic for their Rancor, but we've got nothing in our hand now. So Floodland.deck. Yeah, that's why there are Preordains in this deck, so that we can be a little bit more consistent. It looks like they want to try to trade our Keldon Marauders for a pump spell. Rethinking it. Yep. Opponent pump faking like a bouse. Consult your local brewer to find new ways to broach the conversation. We all deal with flood in our everyday lives. Especially in situations where it matters a lot, like against a very fast green deck. Mm-hmm. Yep, pretty good opponent. Here comes Nettle Sentinel, and we're as good as dead next turn. Deadly. Dang it. They put themselves to 7, though. Frig. Bushwhacker is not going to do it. Hello, Max Breaker. Welcome to the Jank Bank. How you doing tonight? Thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, I think we're in contention for being the deadest here. 1, 2, 3. Like, what do we just block? Take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 damage. Just run out the raw Bushwhacker. I guess there's no reason not to kick Bushwhacker. And we'll pass the turn. We'll hold on to this land. Maybe our opponent forgot about it. By Sisters of Mercy. Never heard of them. Here they come. The opponents with lethal on board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 0. Last card. Vines of the Vastwood. Alright, that's it. Maybe we draw Untapped Island. And we get to ninja back Bushwhacker. We didn't draw an Untapped Island. We have a bunch of removal in hand. Who knows? What could go wrong? Opponent's on Skred Delver. That's what could go wrong, by the way. If anyone's keeping count at home. Yeah, so we're just gonna have to kill all of their plays. And hope they're a little screwed on mana as well. Oh, they're gonna cycle an Ash Barrens. Alright. Yep. Get another island. Get up to double blue. There's a Miscreant. Okay, we'll fetch. Go get red mana. And what do you find? Another mountain. Okay, alright. Things can proceed from here. So let's play a Bloodstone Goblin. Maybe they'll want to get down a ninja next turn, and we can just slam them in the face for 6 and have a bunch of burn in hand. And then just hope to fade spell stutters for the rest of our lives. Even if they just leave up hard counter here, it's not the end of the world. Oh, dang it. We didn't have the Psychic Read, guys. We did not have the Psychic Read. Opponent will Ponder. That's a pretty good spell. Here comes Menace on Bloodstone Goblin. Yep. Here comes Fairy Miscreant. We draw Spell Stutter Sprite. Alright, so we will kick our Bushwhacker. Hopefully find some more lands someday, but our opponent's going to find their own red mana to deal with this Bloodstone Goblin soon. Let's go to attack, swing like this. Spell Stutter Sprite's getting increasingly scary. But with Burst Lightnings, we should be able to back up stuff that we cast. What is what's Murder of Ashes again? It only deals damage to non-flyers, right? I feel like, yeah, I feel like that's an okay card. You have to reveal red cards though, right? I wish our Bushwhacker didn't die there. Bushwhacker is how all the fun things happen. This is where the fun lives. We really can't give this deck too long either. Things are gonna start getting out of hand. On and on the hard counter tech. Looks like we're leaving a Burst Lightning. Or this is just Ninja. Which is also, yeah, it looks like Ninja. Feels like Ninja. Isn't Ninja. Finds more red mana. Go to combat. Attack with the Bushwhacker, and we'll leave up Burst Lightning. I can't think of any instant speed 2 blue mana spells that they'll want to cast. Hopefully they'll Gush or something. But I'm happy having these, especially if they try to defend. Like, they get a Ninja down and they try to defend it or something. When I was thinking about it, probably cycling an Ash Barrens. I wonder, should we just burn them for a bunch in response? Like 6? Put them to 8? No. That is not the play. But, yeah, I'm good like this. We'll see how our opponent plays this next turn. Looks like they're going to try to resolve a Ninja. Or try to get down a Ninja. No ninjas. Okay. Sure. We're kind of happy just waiting, but there's Delver. Okay. Burst Lightning your Delver. This is like kind of a fair exchange because it means we get damage in too. Whack a bush. Burn range. No hard counter. Come on. All right, so killing that in response doesn't do it, unfortunately. I wish it did, but it doesn't. So they're going to get to counter a 2-mana spell no matter which way you shake it. So no Bushwhacker. Wah, wah. But we do get to attack for 3. We've got 8 damage and burn in hand. And if things... Opponent keeps disrupting our Bushwhackers. I'm not happy about this. I'll just have you guys know. Our opponent can't find the red mana either. Wonder if they'll continue being aggressive. They will continue being aggressive. All right. Yep. Yep. And do you have like a Dispel or something? So Burst Lightning your Ninja. It's Ninja down. Sprite in hand. Unfortunately. Delver. Okay. We find an Evolving Wilds. Finally, our blue mana arrives. So we'll go to combat. Attack with Bloodstone Goblin. Probably kill this Delver. Honestly. I don't know that they can ever counter this without hard counter, though. And make one proper deck. I think they're too close to dead with this Burst Lightning. I kind of want to hold on to it. But then again, if they flip this Delver, we're real close to dead. So I guess we just pass. Give them a turn to flip Delver. Good idea, bad idea? You decide. Doesn't flip. Got there. No, when our opponent, if and when our opponent does find their red mana, we're in a lot of trouble. Yep. Yep. So we can't do anything to counter their spell stutter. Kind of sucks. So I actually think we're going to pick up Bloodstone Goblin with Ninja and recast it. Because we just start running fairies into spell stutters, it's not going to help us hit our land drops at all. We kind of got to get to parity here. So we'll go to combat, attack with Bloodstone Goblin. Oh, this isn't easy at all, though. They'll be able to counter this on the way back down with their Spell Stutter. We won't be able to protect it. So I think we're just going to get in. Oh, natural. Try to play a Fairy Miscreant. Leave up Burst Lightning. I guess we could have Hardcast Ninja. Could have been the play. So here comes Sprite. Yep. And so we will... Oh my god, Burst Lightning is just so close to killing them. We're going to let it go. Not going to kill this Delver. Could be a massive mistake. So, yeah, a lot of risks being taken here. Like, we've cast a number of Burst Lightnings, so I can't imagine they're not hedging for it somehow. But it looks like they've got a lot of creatures in hand, which really isn't good against that plan. Spellstarter's getting to the point, though, where it's able to counter our Burst Lightning. Yep. You may. We're at 7. You're at 7. Everybody's at 7. We're having a good time together. Bolt. All right, go to combat. We've got them dead, but they have a Spell Stutter Sprite. Like, I know they do. So I think we're going to cast Fairy Miscreant, and maybe we'll bait it out. And then kill them. Alright, Sprite on the stack. Bolt you. Burst Lightning you. Did we get there? Did we kill Skred Delver? Did we just take a game off the best deck in the meta? I thought this deck was oppressive, guys. Isn't this deck oppressive? Did I just kill them with a Bloodstone Goblin? No. You gotta ban. Must ban. So we'll bring in a bunch of our sideboard tech. We do want to be protecting our creatures, and we definitely want Pyroblasts. I almost think we'd rather have Hydroblasts, though. But Jilts and Blink of an Eye do the trick. I think a conversation happened a little bit earlier where we were talking about whether or not we could we could win a game with Bloodstone Goblin. And we killed Skred Delver with it. So yeah, who's the better ninja deck, I wonder? I don't even know if we want Pyroblasts. Like, Pyroblasts really only help us fight through counter magic. It helps us fight our expensive spells through counter magic. Tapping out for Burst Lightning, getting it countered seems pretty bad. We're on the draw, so I think Bushwhackers might actually be just a little bit too slow. Blink of an Eye is probably not that good here. I think I'm going to trim one Bushwhacker, one Burst Lightning, and I probably don't want to take out a Bloodstone Goblin. That seemed pretty good. I kind of want a Hydroblast too, but it's tough. It's tough because Jilt does a pretty good counterspell impression. Maybe I'll take out one Ninja, but Ninja's a real good card. I kept one land there too, by the way. One land, 3 Burst Lightnings, get there. Maybe I will take out another Bushwhacker. I think Bushwhacker's for when you're on the play. I think they'll have way too easy a time countering our Bushwhackers. Burst Lightning's interesting because it kind of like plays around Spell Stutter Sprite and it kills everything in their deck. Maybe I'll take it a Bolt instead. For like one fair. I'm gonna take it one Fairy Miscreant instead. I'd rather have the instant speed removal. Ninja's a lot worse now. Like, it's just a lot worse. We have less Bushwhackers to pick up with it. Living the dream. Chance out of 10 that they let this Bushwhacker through. Okay, all right. Chances of Bushwhacker getting there intensifying. It is a pretty good hand. I don't know if I want to show them Bushwhacker yet, but I have to start committing mountains. It kind of doesn't matter. They saw Bushwhackers last game. They didn't see ninjas. Opponent so tilted. So I'm going to cast this Bushwhacker. And hopefully they don't have like an Augur of Bolas. That would really suck. That would have been a really good reason to play Fairy Miscreant. Here it is. Me too. I am also quite tilted. Should have been a Fairy Miscreant. All right. Well. Right. So I'm going to get my second blue mana with this Evolving Wilds. Or maybe I should just run out Fairy Miscreant. Yeah, I'm going to run out Miscreant. And we'll pass. OP is Ghost, are they? Do they know? I mean, even if they did, would they care? So I think it's our opponent's turn to leave up a Bolt for us. We don't even know. They could be on like blue-black or something. We only saw blue last game. Or maybe they just have fetches for Brainstorm. Tough to say. Unfortunately, while this Augur of Bolas is home, we can't swing with Fairy Miscreant. Or we can't swing with Goblin Bushwhacker. So, opponent did find the red mana. Gonna have to be a pretty impressive flurry here if we're gonna do it. Attack. Oh, yes. That's what I'm talking about. So if this is Ninja removal spell, we're still going to be able to Ninja back our Bushwhacker. And we're also going to draw a card off of a Ninja. And I think our clock is faster, although they may have better interaction. They may. There's a small chance. But they may have better interaction than us. So we'll go to combat. We could draw Untap Island for Preordain off of Ninja. Combat like this. Go through to blocks. Ninja back. The Bushwhacker. Here comes the removal spell. Yep. So I guess this is actually pretty bad. Play Evolving Wilds. For the record, I don't think opponent is actually ghosting. I do think it was pretty precarious to try to fade a removal spell there. I think they're going to run away with it now. Like, we could have left Spellstutter Sprite back. I don't think they're ghosting. I don't. Unless it's U-Shades, and that's okay. You're allowed to ghost. You put in a lot of work. I wish we could have shown off the Menace a little bit more on Bloodstone Goblin. I feel like we're going to hopefully get that opportunity soon. See if they whiff again on Augur. Do it. Whiff. Ah, dang it. Gotta get those wins in somehow. Right? Yep. Ninja. All that jazz. Ninja jazz. So we'll go get an island with this, resolve our Stormbound Geist, and yeah, hope that does it. Don't know that it will. They've drawn 2 cards off this ninja, and you guys know how Pauper is. Not a big fan of you drawing or you do really well when you draw more cards than your opponent. And gush or something crazy? No gushes. All right. So we'll get down our Stormbound. Ooh. Well, that's interesting. So if we get down Ninja here, we can't cast our Stormbound Geist. We could like play a chump blocker for Ninja, but I think it's too good while they don't have removal up. Go through to blocks, get down Ninja. Yeah, I kind of like having options after blocks. Another island. Yeah, so I think it's going to be Fairy Miscreant, play an island. I guess I should have preordained first, and then we'll preordain, stutter on top, land to the bottom, pass the turn. Yeah, we needed some way to catch up, especially where they're on the play. It's like kind of scary. I wonder if they found a removal spell for this. I don't know. Well, we're gonna block. I guess the removal spell is the ninja. Oh, they just have another ninja opponent. Like, stop. So block ninja like this. And they're probably gonna pick up this Augur Bolas with another ninja. Ninja Wars. Ninjas in the sky. Ninja Wars. Opponents drawing cards. Discard a hand size. The true rub-ins. Yeah, I think so. Especially if they tap out. Oh, they're gonna Pyroblast Ninja. It's really hard. Like most decks like this, like Monarch, sometimes you can make their extra cards not matter as much, but this deck not so much. That's tough too, though, because I can leave up Spell Stutter for their Pyroblast when they try to counter this Bushwhacker. Or like just leave up Spell Stutter Sprite in general. This is pretty close. Yeah, I think we've got to play probably just stutter our stutter. Stutter. Things are looking dire here for Bloodstone Delver. All right, so I'm going to preordain because that way we might be able to cast a removal spell or 2. And stay in this game. So we'll play an untap land. Oh, this is hard. They're showing they're showing Hydroblast super hard here. But I think we have to get down Stormbound. Let's see if they want to Hydroblast here. And if they do, we can Spell Stutter. It's not the end of the world. Okay, so let's Geist. Maybe they read that we were trying to sneak something through there. I don't think they can counter Geist. And we'll pass. This can't block, but maybe they'll think it can block. I really don't know. Ah, dang it. Opponents got the they got the read on us. They know that Geist can't block. Cool. Yep. 8 cards in our opponent's hand. Ah, they can't even get them discard and hand size. Bummer. There's Augur, yep. I think we saw this ponder a little while ago. All right. Well, there's another bolt that we knew about. So let's go to combat and attack with this Stormbound Geist. This ninja has drawn a lot of cards. So what I'm kind of picturing here is that our opponent is going to hard counter this, or sorry, spell stutter this, and then hard counter our spell stutter. Oh, good. Okay. So they gave us the option here. So we'll spell stutter the Hydroblast, and then if they have a hard counter, they get to keep their ninja and probably win the game. But I don't know if maybe they're thinking about not. I guess they could use a removal spell. Hydroblast. Yeah. Sure. Well, gang. It looks like we're chumping a ninja of the deep hours with a goblin bushwhacker. But then I don't even know if the extra cards matter anymore. So I'm just going to fetch. We'll save some time. Get some red mana. Last turn. Our opponent has hard counter up. I think they're gonna get us here. I think they're gonna get us pretty good. Second ninja, that'll do it. We're gonna get in. Have a million cards. Yep. Opponent brainstorming. There is a game 3. We did take a game off of Scred Delver, but I don't know that we're all the way out yet. There's some number of resolving burst lightnings yet to be done, but and like bushwhackers and stuff. So I'm not 100% in scoop phase just yet. We're gonna let them at least like work for it. They still have 35 cards in their library. Maybe they didn't draw any of the good ones. Or we've seen all the good ones. I still don't think Hydroblast would be correct. This deck has 2 mountains in it. Can't be waiting around with mana up. Alright. Alright, I see. I see what's going on here. Augur Bolas revealing hard counter for the rub-ins. You know it. Turns out I'm ghosting the opponent. Combat. Attack with a Stormbound Geist. Opponent's at 13. On their way to decking. Gonna go find the other mountain. Yep, it matches, so they got us there for sure. On the class race. Yep. Mountain down. Here they come. Well, guys, we fought through one ninja. But you can't beat this many ninjas. Whoa! Thank you very much for the follow, Van Zeller. I appreciate it. Welcome to the Jank Bank. Welcome to Possibly Popper Playable. Where things get possible. And Popper gets playable. Opponent has hard counter in hand. I'm gonna go ahead and snap that off right now. Bushwhacker. And they win. 2 hard counters. Pretty good. Okay. So oh, Jilt is really good. We're on the play, so I think the Bushwhackers are going to come back in, and the Miscreant is going to come back in, and we're going to go down Stormbound Geists because they're not going to be blocking, and we'll probably go down. What's slow? I guess Ninja's kind of slow, so we'll go down 1 Ninja. It's not that slow, but it's a little slow. That was definitely the mistake. That was definitely a huge mistake. Yeah, so we're going to try to go fast. Closer to our standard configuration. Although, I don't know, maybe turn 2 Ninja is enough of a draw. To take out a Pyroblast? I don't think so. Okay, so let's do it like that. We would love to play first. This hand's weird, but sure. Bloodstone Goblin got us there the first time. Got a Burst Lightning, also got us there the first time. We have enough mana to conceivably cast it someday now. Opponent thinking about the Maul. They're going to keep. Maybe a greedy keep. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's kind of hard to keep up tempo with this deck, right? Like, I kind of just want to try to be lower to the ground and get lucky again. No turn 1 creature from our opponent. Alright, Shredder Garashi, don't worry about it. See you in a second. Jilt, Bushwhacker. So Blink of an Eye, Jilt, and Bushwhacker all do that. So I'm going to try a Bloodstone Goblin here. I'm going to save my Preordained turns for when... Yeah, they could Hydroblast it, and they very well may. I'm going to give them the opportunity, certainly. Yeah, and Burst Lightning as well. So Burst Lightning... Yeah, whole bunch of stuff. Probably a little bit more stuff than I actually need. Opponent Brainstorming. Pretty brave. I wonder if they're going to fetch on their... Fetch for a red source for a bolt on their upkeep. Let's see. Hello, Mom and Aunt Mona. Hello from Internet World. Hope you're having a great night. Hope you're enjoying a little bit of stream delay, stopping your welcome getting to you, but... Hydroplastic a Bloodstone Goblin, what a time to be alive. Right? I was going to let him do it. I was going to allow them the luxury. See what this is. 2 mana, Augur. Yep. Well, we can't kick anything to get that out of the way. But we can just use Burst Lightning to trade it. Trade it with a Burst Lightning. And I might do that. Streaming's pretty cool. Yeah, it's the internet, right? It's pretty wild. One reveals a Brainstorm. Augur and a Brainstorm. Okay. Or Brainstorm into Augur, rather. Yeah, I'm still going to attack here. They might not even block. And if they don't block, yeah, they're going to. Okay. So I still don't really like the idea of letting them get in with a Ninja. And then getting value off of this Brainstorm again. So I think I'm going to Burst Lightning this. It does make the next Bloodstone Goblin a lot better. And then we will Preordain before we make our land drop. Keld Marauders. Burst Lightning. And we'll bounce this land. And pass the turn. Next turn we can cast a Bloodstone Goblin with Spellstutter Sprite backup if they have, I don't know, Vapor Snag or something. Or Scred, I guess. Here comes another Brainstorm. Oof. What's going on over there? Opponent low-key trying to convince the world that Scred Delver isn't overpowered so their deck doesn't get banned. 10 cards in hand, though. Dang, it feels good to be a Delver player. Well, we can play it now. If we left, so I was worried if we left Augur down, especially after I attacked. I guess I could have just not attacked. That would have been the play. I'm being probably a little bit more fearful of Ninja than I should be. What would be banned if Skred Delver, from Skred Delver, if it was banned? I honestly, I couldn't even tell you. It's really hard to say. All right, so it's pretty clear that our opponent just has a handful of removal. Yep. So play a land, play Bloodstone Goblin. We have Spellstutter Sprite to defend it from the first removal spell. And we might want to Burst Lightning next turn. Then again, playing Keld Marauders here seems pretty good too. Kind of guarantees, because they could have their own Sprite. I guess their own Sprite doesn't do it. So I'm going to do it like this. We'll leave a Spellstutter Sprite to defend from like the first Skred or Lightning Bolt or something. And then next turn we can Burst Lightning. And get in for a bunch. But we're kind of running out of gas here. They do have 7 cards. Oh, dang it. Opponent. They naturally found the second mountain. So they might just have 2 removal spells here. Which, you know, it is what it is. And now they can use a removal spell with backup. Okay. So I think I still leave up Burst Lightning here, but I might want to use it like a removal spell. Like if they cast a removal spell and we Spell Stutter it and then they try to Spell Stutter or Spell Stutter, I can Burst Lightning it. Our opponent might just let Bloodstone Goblin get in which case I think I'm going to stay on that plan and cast a Keld Marauders. Planning to use this as a removal spell against a Spellstutter Sprite if they have one. Yep. Take 1 from the Marauders. And we'll pass. I think the stuff is about to happen. I've got a feeling that stuff and things are going to happen. Ah, they're just going to cycle in Ash Barrens. Okay. Sure. Our opponent had decent mana all along. We're going to find some more blue mana. So they can leave up hard counter for this Burst Lightning. Instead of Fairy, which is that's kind of weird. That's a little bit of a soul read, but they can't find any mountains, actually. They could just be thinning. I might be being a bit presumptuous here. They're going to Hydroblast that. I'll try to Spell Stutter Hydroblast. Let's see what they've got. This could be double Spell Stutter, which would really suck. But it is what it is. They're going to let it resolve. And kill it. Electrickery. Sure. Removal spells, pretty good against Spellstutter Sprites. 2 birds, 1 stone. Oh, and is this like Ninja with Hydroblast backup? Oh my god. Opponent, how perfect is it? Not that perfect, okay? Okay. Okay, we're okay. We're all right. Yeah. I kind of want to kick this at some point now. So we're gonna have to let that go. A 1/1 flyer that cantrips, still a pretty good card. But hey guys, we got a game off of Skred Delver. And now we're gonna flood out to the loss. See if our opponent decides to take 3 here. Nope. Oh, the infinite nonsense they could have in hand. And unfortunately we lose this before we can like draw a Jilt or something. Yep. Opponent's going to fetch now, so no more brainstorms to worry about. That was a really slow start from them, considering. Yep. Just getting to replay this still really sucks. Oh my god, they're gonna have hard counter for this burst lightning and my heart can't take it. My body can't take it. Here comes the hard counter. They could also pick this ninja up with another ninja. I don't know if they've seen that trick before. They will gush. Pretty good card. 2 lands, 4 unknowns in hand, 2 fresh cards for our opponent. Come on. Come on. Doesn't work. It's kicked. What? It's kicked. What? Isn't it kicked? Doesn't that not work? Don't additional costs count? Isn't that not supposed to work? Or doesn't it? Does it not matter? It's not a 5-mana spell? Oh, because like X spells don't matter. But I guess spell stutters can get it. It was cast for 5 mana, but anyway. I guess that's not how that works. So I played around spell stutter sprite incorrectly. And yeah, they're pretty much gonna spell it out for us here now. So we'll kill ninja like this, and we'll pass the turn. We'll keep a land in hand. I guess it doesn't work like that. So I thought with additional costs, spell stutter sprite couldn't counter them, but I guess I'm wrong. Yep. Yeah. Fair enough. Whereas X spells it does. Yeah, that's why I was confused, because you can't spell stutter a Rolling Thunder for 2, but you can spell stutter a Burst Lightning with Kicker. Well, bummerinos, gang. Welcome to the Never Resolving a Spell Again party. I guess it's not too bad. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Maybe we don't even kick this Bushwhacker. No, we do. I was gonna say we could like wait to see if we can't sneak a few things through. But I kind of feel like our opponent's on the back foot. Or they just have the rest of their removal in hand. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Your turn. Yeah. No, yeah. Yeah. Which is why you can't spell stutter or Rolling Thunder. Brainstorm, fetch. Yeah, I think we're dead. I was gonna try, but anyway, we took a game off and pretty good. We did. I was trying really hard not to Jeff Hoogland there. Can be countered by fairies. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Nope. Our opponent's gonna nope us right out of here. I have faith. Attack, bolt, bolt. Call it a night. All right, guys. I think we can fit one more match in. So if you guys want to play an exhibition match, jump in, jump on Moto, get your deck ready. Let's do this thing. Let's go have an expedition map. I'll get some jank ready. You can get some jank ready. Yeah, and then they actually send the KGB after him. Yep. Imagine if we had an Electrickery to cast. A lot of red spells in our bin. Well, we're in bolt range no matter which way we cut it, so let's see. Do they have the bolt? No bolt. Okay. Slow rolling the bolt? I don't think this is going to get us anywhere. I would counter this if I were them, because if this is a land, then you shouldn't give us more opportunities, but no. I guess we could like try to get a ninja down, but I think we're just dead. Yep, no answers here. All right. Dang it. Why do I feel inclined to continue to punish myself? We could find removal spells. All right. So that's it. Good games.